time to get inside the game with Steve Clark. Good morning, Steve.
Hey, Steve, how are you?
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Ron and Pat. I am doing fantastic. Doing fantastic today. Lions hosting the Tampa Bay Bucks for Monday Night Football. Lions to try to keep pace with the Packers, who beat Arizona yesterday. Tampa Bay, well, they have the best record in the NFC, and Detroit's secondary is really depleted. Terry and Arnold, Kirby Joseph listed as out, while Brian Branch is serving his one-game suspension. Now, for the Browns, rookie running back Quinshon Judkins ran for 3 touchdowns in Cleveland's 31-6 win over Miami, and the Cleveland Brown defense with maybe their best performance in 2 years. But Dave alluded to it. The game everyone is talking about this morning is the Denver Broncos coming back against the New York G-Men Giants. Down 19-0 at the end of the third quarter, the Broncos score 33 points in the fourth quarter and hit the game-winning field goal as time expired to beat the Giants 33-32. And Pat, if you think scoring 33 points in the final quarter after being shut out in the first 3 quarters is an NFL record, well, you'd be right. It should be part of Ron's trivia in the last segment.
That's right.
You got to love it.
I might have gotten that one, yeah.
You got to love it. Judkins, the tailback there, said everybody, all they ever talk about from Ohio State is those wide receivers. And he said, hold my beer. I got a little running game coming at you as well. Another Ohio State player making his way in the NFL.
Absolutely, Dave. And, there's going to be plenty of that where that came from.
Yeah.
Ron, this one's for you. And I'm not talking about Miller Lite, Budweiser, whatever that catchphrase was. That was Budweiser. Anyway, Shohei Ohtani had a game for the ages Friday night as the Los Angeles Dodgers swept the Brewers in L.A. Ohtani pitched 6 shutout innings, striking out 10 and giving up 2 hits, while also hitting 3 home run dingers.
I don't get it.
His first was in the leadoff position to open the game. His second home run was hit approximately 465 feet out and over the stadium walls, the 7th time that's ever happened at historic Dodger Stadium. Now, guys, I grew up in an era that a pitcher at the plate was a near automatic out.
Yeah.
And the National League adopted the designated hitter in 2022 in part because of that. But Ohtani has won 3 regular season MVPs. That means as an offensive player and the only player to hit 50 homers while stealing 50 bases. I openly ask myself, is it crazy to think that a guy who many people don't know how to pronounce his name, let alone spell, may be the greatest baseball player of all time?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know how he pulls this off. I really don't. He's obviously something very special and still very young, so he's got a huge career yet ahead of him.
Yeah, the only thing that I got to think is he may be the greatest player in the moment. The question probably is not, is he not the greatest player of all time? The question is, will he be? Because, not much in the longevity yet, but I've never seen a player be such a fantastic two-way player on both sides. He finished 4th in the Cy Young voting a couple of years ago before he tore up his arm. But he's back there and pitching again and had an absolutely outstanding outing.
Pretty amazing.
Now, we cannot leave this segment without talking college football or Dave will fire me. But Ohio State is still number 1 in the country with their second shutout of the season, beating Wisconsin 34-0. They've given up less than 6 points per game, which is absolutely amazing. And they've had 60 of the 66 first-place votes in the AP poll. The other 6 went to a team you would have thought. The Indiana Hoosiers.
Yeah, and they are looking spectacular. Indiana, this is not a fluke, and it's not a fluke game as we've gotten halfway through the season. I don't think it's going to be a fluke year. I think they continue on with a pretty excellent program.
I think finally everybody is bought in on Kurt Cignetti.
Yeah.
After Indiana went into Autzen Stadium and beat Oregon. from a different tier, 25th ranked Michigan got the bounce back win they needed over Washington 24-7 in Ann Arbor. Next up for Michigan is in-state rival Michigan State. This year, the game will be in East Lansing, where MSU last beat the Wolverines in 2021. The Spartans were not expected to beat the Indiana Hoosiers last Saturday, but they gave the Hoosiers a first quarter fight before bowing out 38-13.
You know, and heading a little further east in the Big Ten, worth talking about all the goings on there at Penn State.
Oh, my. What a mess.
Well, yeah, we could certainly recap the week that you missed. See, you picked the wrong week to go on vacation.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Because we were all about James Franklin and the $50 million buyout that he's potentially going through at Penn State. But it's interesting this week that Michigan and USC opposed a Big Ten plan to receive a $2 billion infusion of fresh money into the conference programs in return for a piece of the Big Ten revenue pie over the next 20 years.
Wow.
There's too much to say about this, guys, in the next, few minutes. But institutions at every conference, at every level, is trying to figure out how the money train can keep flowing while not selling their souls to big business, while athletic department budgets and debts are soaring, not holding in part, but a little bit with all these coaches' buyouts. You mentioned James Franklin. It's $49.7 million. Another coach got fired Sunday. That was Florida's Billy Napier, who was fired after a win.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh.
Right.
Napier.
Oh, my.
An in-conference win. I mean, my goodness.
Oh, my.
The
What was that
Gators will
firing
now
about?
pay Napier. Yeah, the Gators are going to pay Napier approximately $21 million not to coach their team, to which half of that will be owed to him in the next 30 days.
Wow.
And you wonder why the money train is running out and
Yeah.
trying to be creative.
Yeah, I don't think I could get them to pay me not to teach. I don't think that would happen.
That's because you're good at it, Pat. I literally have been paid to leave jobs. Like, look, if you'll just leave the building right now, we'll do this, plus give you a $5 McDonald's card.
They got no ticket prices to jack up the cover. That's what.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, Ron.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Steve Clark. That's a little something
Steve,
going
thank
inside the game.
And a big Notre Dame win. Just to
big.
throw that in there. Yeah,
Big
yeah.
game, yeah.
Yeah.
34-24 over USC. Good luck to the Irish. They'll need it.
That's right. Hey.